Well, newly released travel data suggests Canadians are still staying away from the U.S., with Donald Trump's trade war leaving many of them making alternative travel plans. The CBC's Jennifer Lagrassa has been looking through the numbers for us, and she joins us now from the Ambassador Bridge, which of course links Windsor, Ontario to Detroit, Michigan. So Jennifer, thank you for being here. Take us through this latest report from Statistics Canada.
Yeah, so what we're really seeing is that Canadians are not visiting the United States as often as they used to. So this latest report from Statistics Canada released this morning says that the number of return trips among Canadians traveling to the U.S. in October dropped by nearly 24% for air travel and then more than 30% for land travel. That's compared to the same time last year. And we've really been seeing this decline since early this year. This, of course, tied to the souring relationship with the United States because U.S. President Donald Trump launched a trade war, has also been referring to Canada as the 51st state, which has really left a bad taste in people's mouths. We've heard from Canadians who are boycotting travel to the U.S., and that's really costing the United States. When we look at a recent U.S. Travel Association report, it estimates this year America will see a 6.3% drop in international visits and a 3.2% decline in international tourism spending. That's a loss of $5.7 billion compared to last year, and this is largely being driven by fewer Canadians.
Inbound international tourism is not simply a nice to have for the U.S. economy. It's a meaningful export of services, it's a driver of jobs, and a contributor to the trade balance.
So as we were just hearing there, with losses potentially in the billions for the U.S. tourism industry, how are businesses south of the border that rely on Canadian tourists, how are they managing?
Well, we're hearing from those closest to the Canadian border that they really are hurting, and they're trying to entice Canadian customers. We know that tourism organizations in Seattle, in Buffalo, and upstate New York, they've actually got promos and discounts going for Canadians. And right here in Windsor, where, people say that Detroit really feels like an extension of this city, we know that people aren't visiting as often as they used to. One restaurant in Detroit was saying that the lack of Canadian visitors is hurting their bottom line.
Absolutely, you do see a loss, but and hopefully they come back, and that's our goal, is to get everyone back and let everybody know that they're welcome here.
Now, experts do expect travel to bounce back to the U.S. next year. That's because they're hosting the FIFA World Cup. It's also the 250th anniversary of U.S. independence. But really, time will tell if those events are enough to give Canadians a change of heart.
Okay, Jennifer Lagrassa, thank you for this.